Hey everybody, 47 Mark IV here, back with Absolute Thermal. Alright, so we gotta go back and check out the Grassoline setup, because I got a lot of good comments that basically told me, hey, you missed a couple of combinations and we'd like to know. So the first one was, what about thermal mediators at both levels? You know, I had originally tested thermal mediators at individual levels and found they had imbalanced them. So, okay, that's fair. Let's put them on both levels and see. And I got 1.48 million RF. And for reference, without the thermal mediators, 1.668. So, not as efficient. But, you know, that is a disparity between the amount of steam used and the amount of steam burned. So that was the next comment. What if you put a tank in between or some kind of buffer? And that's pretty interesting. That's a really interesting idea. So right here, I built this this setup here upside down. So I've got my boiler and then my turbine down here, and a tank in the middle, and I got 1.676. Best setup, 1.668. So this is actually more efficient. By putting the tank in between and the mediators, I gained a little bit more power. Now, the only problem is the steam comes out much faster than this tank can transfer it. This is a pretty balanced setup right here, but I do think you'll fill up, and you'd probably want the next tier of tank, or a tank with holding, or multiple tanks, or something, right? Because you don't want this to fill up and then waste steam. But very interesting. So this is the new winner at 1.67 versus 1.6. Well, I guess that's 1.67 as well, rounded. But there's a little bit more power here. Now, that's a lot of investment for that little bit of power. Now, this did get me thinking, I wonder if thermal mediators stack, right? Because all these setups had one. And so, you know what? Let's test here. Let's grab a couple of buckets of Grassoline, and we'll throw them in each one, and we'll do a test. So I'm going to hit this guy first. Let's see. Let's get up here, right? I'll hit this guy first and let him start first. And this is, it's hard to see, but there is Petrotheum feeding everybody. So right there, get that dude, and then this dude. And we can just watch, right? They're both filling up. And let's see who wins here. And I guess I'll get those guys off my hotbar. And let's see. You're at 300,000 RF, and you're only about half that. Really? So what I didn't know was they do stack. You can make things a lot faster. I had to give this guy a resonance cell and some signalum flux ducts because the power, I was afraid, was greater than 1,000 RF a tick. I don't know that. There's really no good way to measure it, so just looking at the bars isn't sufficient. But I mean, this guy went first, and we're not even to 500,000, and this guy's already at 1 million. Isn't that kind of neat? So they do stack. All right, very cool. Now, it's not going to create more power, it's just going to use it faster, right? Let's see. Right here, I'm already down to my last 100 millibuckets of Grassoline, and here I still have half a bucket to go. So they will settle out probably about the same, but we'll see in a second. Now, I combined all of those ideas into one monster setup here. I've got my tank in the middle, I've got all kinds of thermal mediators around. This is about as overpowered as I could make the setup, right? Huge investment, but, you know, I thought it was fun. So let's see. Let's get this dude rolling. So it should just be one bucket right in here, and go, right? And let's see, can I see the steam in the tank? So you can see, it's putting steam in there faster than it can use it, and it is using the steam. Let's see if we can, yep. You can see it's struggling, right? Like, I would probably rebuild this with some powerful fluid ducts, and I'm assuming it's a fluid because it goes in the tank. And it is ripping the power right out. I mean, we already made almost 1 million. And how long did it take this dude to make 1 million? Right? Are you done? Yeah, 1.648, right? That's where that dude landed. And you're still working on it. And this guy should be, yeah, I mean, it almost caught up, right? Let's see how we're doing here. We're down to our last 100 millibuckets of Grassoline. I mean, that burned that stupidly fast. And you're still working on your last little bit of steam, and you're out. And this is where we lose efficiency, right? Once you get under 2 buckets, that steam is just wasted. But we got to 1.675. 1.675. And here we were at 1.676. So I lost a little bit of efficiency, and it's probably on the transfer rate of the tank. That's my guess. But man, did we make 1.75 million fast. Let's see, over here, 1.648 and 1.648. So that's all these things do is just pure speed. But I thought that was really, really fun. Now, I'm probably still going to stick with this setup. I just like it. It works out pretty well, you know? And I guess I could do a lot more of these. I just didn't want to have to make Petrotheum and feed everybody. All right, so I'd like to do a couple of things today. I had to start refining gold because we were literally down to like our last stack. And let's see, we're now at 1200. We're cool now. I went ahead and turned on this process that we had made. And let's take a look here, right? Gold ore, uses on it. So by using pyro concentrator, if I had cinnabar, we could make 4 this way. But we had rich slag, so I made 4 this way. Not a big deal. But I would like to make cinnabar today. And the best way is to get a pulverizer and pulverize destabilized redstone ore or regular redstone ore. And, you know, I'll get a 50% chance or a 25% chance like that. Now, if I use the Tectonic initiator, I can improve my yield on either the clathrate or redstone. And that's kind of what I'd like to do, is I, of course, have myself a whole chest of parts right here. And let's go ahead and let's just build this dude. This is a pretty simple machine. So I'm going to put this guy back over here. I've notched out a space for it. Oh, and I should talk about this. I did go ahead and update this setup here a little bit. I decided that I should add the seed oil process. So I've got watermelons coming into the factorizer to turn them into slices, and the fabricator turning them into seeds. And I know I could do this with refined storage, but again, you know, point of the pack, right? And this guy is making seed oil, and it's infusing the biomass and turning it into the rich biomass. And the reason I did this was we were ripping through all of the cactus, and, you know, I don't think I was getting a great return because I still have to make all of this phytogrow, and that was costing me. So if I could get a 50% return on stuff, and I put the fuel tank in the back here. Yeah, so I'm up here. I'm 130 buckets positive, and all of these dudes are running. Which reminds me, I am not exactly great on power. Yeah, there we go. Let me just turn that guy off so I don't drain everything. All right, so pretty simple setup to get what do they call that? That's the Tectonic initiator to get Tectonic Petrotheum. Right, so Tectonic Petrotheum is basalt's powder, which is, for us, going to be pulverized obsidian infused with essence of knowledge. So here's what I'm thinking, is I'm going to get an igneous extruder, and, you know, I think I can put you like right there. I think that'll work. Right, so I'm going to extrude, yeah, obsidian, right? So right here, I'll make obsidian, and then I will pulverize that obsidian, boop, just like that, and I've got to send it in a couple of directions. And let's see, signalum plated, item ducts, signalum plated item ducts. So I'm just going to kind of put you down the way, kind of like this, maybe. Right, so I want to send this in 2 places. And so one of them is I'm going to need to infuse this stuff. So let me think about this. I'm going to have to assemble everything. And so I'm going to need to feed the assembler, but I'm also going to need to fluid transpose. All right, so we will fluid transpose the obsidian right there, and then we'll feed it into one of these fabricators. And the fabricator's going to need more supplies. And then we'll melt all of that, right? We'll melt all of it? No. Yeah. We'll melt all of it. right? So let's see. We'll melt it, and then we'll pulverize our ores. I think that'll work. All right, so, oops. Don't need those, but I am going to need some power ducts here. Do I not have regular old flux ducts? Do I not have flux ducts? So let's see. I don't really want hardened. We'll stay with signalum, right? So we'll give you dudes power, and I got to get power to this guy here. So let's pop inside and see what my options are. I guess I could kind of come up and over, right? I guess that'll work. All right, so let's see. Let's go right there, right there, right there. Okay. And we'll pop back outside. All right, so let me grab a few more things here. Just kind of everything, right? We'll get all of that stuff. So this should be pretty easy. So this dude here, I'm going to want to upgrade him. So let me get the Signalum kit. Boop, upgrade. And I'm going to give you this augment. So I don't need to continuously give you water. Right? So right there. And let's go ahead and feed you lava. Yeah, I've got refined storage right here. So I'm just going to need an exporter. And I'll export into this dude. And let's see, some cable. You're not cable. And I'll go just like that. All right, and I will say fluids and give you lava. And then I'll slap you with 1 bucket of water. Just like that. And you should, if I set your sides correctly, there you go. You should start making obsidian. All right, let's go over here. And let's see. So you're making obsidian, and I want you to take your obsidian out to the left. All right? And I'm just kind of designing as we go. You are going to accept obsidian, and then I want you to go... Yeah, I want you to come out here, and do I have a servo on me? I needs a servo. All right, got one right here. So here's what I'm going to do, is we're going to pulverize the obsidian. I'm going to turn off auto output, and I'm going to ask it to go this way, and we'll put a servo on it, and let's see. I'm going to want it to go to the assembler first, to make sure that's always got stuff. And let me do this. Let's upgrade all of the machines, right? Make sure everybody's at the same tier. I do want pattern validation, so this dude only holds 2 stacks. Not like that. Like this, right? And we'll set the recipe. So this is Petrotheum. Petrotheum, right here. Make me this stuff, set the recipe. And that way it'll only hold, I guess it's only going to hold 2 stacks of obsidian. So I want you to go furthest first. And that way it'll fill up that guy first. And I'll turn you on. And I should see, if I accept over here, I should see obsidian coming in. Right? Okay, there it is right there. Cool, I've already got like half a stack. And you, sir, are clearly going to need to go faster. How about like that fast? What does that do to me? 150 RF a tick. But it should back up over time. Alright, so let's see. You're also going to need to come into this dude right here. So let's turn you on. Right? And let's see. Let's do this. We'll accept that right there. And I'm also going to have to accept in the back. And so let's come in here. Yeah, just like this. This is going to work out really nice. So I'm going to export, again, out of refined storage. And let's see, a little piece of cable. And I will export essence of knowledge, right? And back over here. And now you'll get some eventually once this guy reaches its 2 stacks. So that should be just a minute from now. Right? So I just need 2 more cycles to occur. Okay, so you've got your 2 stacks. And you should, yeah, now put all of the other stuff in here. And man, you're slow. You are slow. You're like that slow. Alright, so we'll make you a little faster. And then let's do this. Alright, so this dude, you're going to accept from the top. And you're going to accept in the back. And you are going to output right there, down here. Right? Shouldn't that work? Auto input, maybe? There we go. Okay. All right. So this guy also needs what? Redstone. All right, back in here. Let's get another exporter and throw you right there. And export redstone. Right, and that should probably be fast enough. It's kind of slow, but I think it'll be fast enough, and then it's going to automatically make Petrotheum. All right, and let's see. Petrotheum, you're going to go out the bottom, and you're going to come into this dude, right? And I'll put you on accept, and then I'll send your fluid down to this guy, but you can only take it once I do that, because that gives you a fluid tank. And then you're just going to need... Let me think about this. So you're just going to need stuff to come in and out of you, right? So I'm going to need... I'll probably do this with an interface. Let's see. Do I have... Yeah, right over here. Interface. We'll take one of these. Because you're going to make all kinds of stuff. So, yeah, I think right here. I think that'll work. So let's put that guy right there. And pop around to the back. And then I just need to cable you guys together. Let's see, cable right here. So I could come down maybe like this. And let's see. So this is going to be, I'm going to want you to export destabilized redstone ore. And can I make you greater? Yeah, I'm just going to kind of update the quantity. Half a stack maybe. And then we'll do that, right? And just so it's not one, right? So I don't know, half a stack is fine. Right there. Okay. So let's see. So you, sir, are now going to... Oh, let's turn all that stuff off. Right? You should do something like this now. You should auto input... Yep, there it is right there. And you're going to go ahead and process that. And let's see. Oh, I think you stuck it right back in here. Cool. You are now making the stuff I need. I like it. Alright, so let's see what I got left over here. All kinds of extra parts, but you know, I do want to make a special augment for that, now that I think about it. Let's see, I probably want, not the fuel catalyzer, not that one. What is the one that gives you extra stuff? Yeah, auxiliary sieve. I mean, we've got the extra slot, so let's go ahead and add auxiliary sieve to this guy. And that way it makes more of the cinnabar that I'm going to need. Yeah, I think that's about it. Right? This guy has filled up because this dude is full. You are really the slow point, but you know what? Are we? Yeah, we're actually backing up at this speed. So I could make this guy a little faster, but you know, I don't think I really need to. It's only going to process a couple of items. So let's see. Let's just cover this dude all the way up. That worked out really, really nicely. All right, right there, right here. And around the corner. Yeah, that's a little ugly, but you know what? If it works, it works. All right, right up there. Nice. So now we've got this process online. All right, so let's see. Garbage I don't need to have on me. Let's get rid of all of this extra stuff, right? Now, I do have this stuff right here that I want to go and play with. And let's see. I might want those. And I might want the item ducts. And I might want this. I might want those. All right. So the next thing I want to do is I'm starting to prepare for a massive wither fight. And, you know, I need to go to the nether and get a bunch of wither skeleton skulls. There really is no other good way to get wither skeleton skulls besides just killing these guys, right? So 2.5% if I do it by hand and it's affected by looting, or I could do it this way and it's 2% and I can't do looting with the instabulation. But if I'm going to be out there, I do want to make myself a new mob system. I had kind of a fun idea. Man, you guys need a sound muffler. You know what? Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Let's do this. Can I add a sound here? Can I add cows? Ambient? Oh, yeah. Okay, one more. One more because they drive me crazy. Chickens. Oh, that's so good. All right, how about sheep? How about sheep? I just like it quiet. Ah, that's so nice. Okay. right in there. Very cool. So I don't need this setup anymore. I'm going to repurpose it. And so let me take these guys out here. And here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to, let's see. I want to turn off the ins and outs. Experience, you're still okay, but let's set this up right. So I'm going to make myself a special ender pouch. And it's going to be this one, white, red, white, whatever. It's just, it's separate, right? So I'm going to click those together, and there we go. I've got my ender pouch. And this ender pouch is going to feed morbs back in here, and then it's going to pull everybody back out. So I think then I do both. Yeah, I think just like this, right? Morbs in and out, and auto input and output. And then I've got my regular ender chest, which feeds into refined storage. And I'm going to put an item duct between them. And let's do this. Let's put a servo on there. And let's blacklist reusable morbs from being able to go in there, right? And let's see. You know what? Is that going to work? Because I'm going to get out of this guy. No, it's not. I need one more chest. I'm going to have to fill it with morbs. All right, hold on. We need a chest. We need a chest. So let's just grab a regular old Minecraft chest, right? So here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to capture an animal, and I'm going to put it in this guy. And I'm going to want it to output everything. Yeah. I'm going to want it to output everything. So let's output all of the drops here. And then I'll do this. And then I'll do this. And that means I'm going to need filters instead. So I need some filters. I guess these will work. I guess those will work. Yeah, this will work. All right, so my filled morbs go in here, get sucked into the machine. So I need to change this. You're going to auto input. And in the back, you're going to output everybody. And I'm going to take this item duct, and I'll put it right there. And I guess I'll servo everybody out of this guy, right? So we'll servo everybody out. And then I will take my filters, boop, and boop, like that. And so I'm going to want to blacklist. Yeah, I'll blacklist reusable morbs going this way, and I'll whitelist reusable morbs coming here. And that way they constantly just stay in here, right? So if I throw some in there, nothing happens to them, right? And then I get my ender pouch. Very cool, they're in there. So let me grab some, and I'm going to Pokeball this sheep, maybe? Yeah, I got plenty of sheep, right? So I Pokeball my sheep, and then I throw my sheep in here, and you should, come on, you should suck right in. Oh, wait, did it do it? Where did you go? Where did you go? Do I have 14? I think it did the whole thing so fast I didn't even see it. Oh yeah, you're really speed upgraded. All right, let's grab some of these cows. I just want to know that this works. So, right, there we go. I'll get 3 cows. I'll get 3 cows. I don't know if I can see that dude work. Right, cow, cow, cow. And there's 14. Did you already eat all of those cows? And there's 17. Yep, it's putting them back in there. There's 53. That's what I started with. Nice. So now I've got an on-the-fly mob recycling system. So are you chunk loaded? No. So I'm going to go ahead. Yeah, I think I'm just going to... I don't want to chunk load that farm. I think I'm just going to chunk load this guy. And let's see how we're doing for chunks. Right? Yeah, perfect, right? So now my mob system is chunk loaded. So I'm going to go to the nether, I think. Let's just clean out. Let's get all of this stuff cleaned out of the inventory. Let's see. Strongbox is empty. Don't need that. I've got my tome. All right, let's go get some wither skeletons. So let's see. I got to change you over, and we will go. Do I have the nether? Do I have the nether? Right there. All right, so here we are in the nether. And, you know, I'm going to do a lot of this by hand, but I wanted to show you my mob system. Right, so this is the Blaze Farm. Yeah, this is the blaze farm, and this will be handy for stuff like this. Right? Random old blazes. I'm just gonna clean you up, and then I'll throw you in my pouch, and the system will take care of you. Annoying gas? Did I get you? No. Oh, don't lose the morbs. Okay, so we got to make sure we hit everybody. Yeah, those are all the guys that I want, right? Let's get all these morbs. Yeah, I'll come back for you in a second. Get you. Get you. All right. Chuck you all into the pouch. Very cool. I like it. Right? Oh, what are you? Oh, you're a ghast. All right. There we go. All right, so I think my best bet with these dudes is because I've got looting on the battle hammer. Dude, why do you got a bow? Probably because I put wither skeleton tweaks in here. Right? We got to get some fire resistance. My armor's pretty good. So I think this is my best bet. Just walk around and hopefully, yeah, hopefully I can get a lot of this stuff or a lot of wither skeleton skull fragments. Oh, missed him. Nice. All right. Let's get the Pokeballs. Right? Just like that. I think this will help kind of clean these guys up so I don't have to mess with them so much. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fly around and just kill myself tons and tons of wither skeletons and, you know, get a bunch of heads. So I think I'm going to call it here for today. That was super fun. I love my on-the-fly mob recycling system. I'm a 47 Mark IV, and I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you did, hey, you know, drop me a like, leave me a comment, let me know what you think, and then I will see you in the next episode.